right. Our heroes had traveled following the surprisingly clear instructions to this creature known as the Nagpa. The listing for great glory and honor that was on the town board in Varen, the might and titan city. And now you find yourselves amidst the shattered remains of an ancient archway. 3 weathered stone pillars stand, their surfaces cracked and half buried in the earth. The wind howls through the gaps, almost whispering you imagine of old secrets. But still, you see faint runes on these. They flicker, only really visible on the shadowed sides. And as you move and your shadows light upon them, you can see the faint sparks, magic interrupted, history faded and gone, struggling against time's grasp. The runes here, Azariah, are more than just magical, though they certainly carried their power at one point. It's, to your eyes, an insane work of art. At one point, though faded, it seemed to bear words, maybe a poem of some type. It's hard to fully know. But the poem itself, made in the runes, bore power to combine the art of poetry with the exactness of rune magic. Was quite the feat. Therefore, as you look, each bears a piece of this poem or inscription. Not again entirely sure. Words are missing, lost to erosion.
So it no longer holds the power that it once did. But I could tell at one point it was magnificent.
Yeah, so much so that it's after all these years broken as it is, there's still these flickering sparks.
Wow.
To speak to the intention that was woven here.
Okay. Now, these 3 pillars, in terms of how old I think they are, do they seem to be, do I think they were around when the gods were fighting the Titans, or was this post Calamity?
Give me a history check.
I love a history check. Oh, not that great, but 17.
17. I would say examining the oldness, this you would say this must date back to the Titan Wars.
Okay.
If you had to guess, given the inscription on the first one, which is the path to the Titan heart is not won by blade or blood alone. To stand before it, one must bear strength greater than their own. A trial, a test, a proving ground, and the words fade. What came after is gone.
These are ancient pillars. I've never seen stone quite this old yet so magnificent. I think these pillars were around when the gods fought the Titans.
We must be close to Nagpa. I mean, did they refuse to fight in that battle? Maybe they were hiding right here the whole time.
Now that is a profound statement, and you might be right, but we should really consider how powerful this being actually might be. Sometimes death is an easy way out, and death can also be a way to escape. If the Raven Queen decided that a curse to be in this form for as long as they could was the best punishment, then we are truly in for a fight of our lifetimes.
Oh, I mean, as someone who was cursed to be in a form, I mean, you know, I've got a lot of anger built up, ready to unleash.
I affectionately rub your hair. I know you'll show us all up, I'm sure. But I just want you to be careful.
Don't worry. I'm a surprise.
I just smile, and that you are.
So, what should our...
Layla,
Go ahead.
is there anything that you could do to possibly annoy the Nagpa that we're seeking, in terms of maybe making it hard to see? I do have these smoke bombs, but a good wind could even make them useless.
Yes, I've got a few different options. You also said putting them, making it hard for them to speak.
If they can't speak, then most of their spells are rendered useless, unless they have a special ability that lets them cast certain spells without speech.
I can do both, and if I happen to get, if as long as I am close enough and I happen to get stuck, caught in their things, I can do that thing where I turn it against them again.
That is good. You all make fun of me for not being able to detect magic or identifying things, but that's because I leave myself to extensive research into counterspell.
I don't think anybody makes fun of you for that.
I
You're
tease
right.
him a little bit.
I feel like knowledge is everything to a wizard, and I know it's a shortcoming.
I don't know. I just know if I was a wizard, I would be collecting every single spell that I could possibly get my hands on.
And that's what I'm doing. It's just unfortunately we live in a continent where people don't really believe in spells.
That's true.
Well, if I need to, I can summon some animals to come help us, but I can't do it too often.
We just want you to be able to. I think, Alora, what we need to keep in mind is that space is going to be our friend, and if you could attack this in this creature with while being in far space from us, it might be advantageous.
Right. Talking of this, your eyes eventually come upon the second pillar here. It reads, "Not merely to fight, but to stand unyielding when all else fails, to take no step backward, even when shadows whisper."
Mm. I'll relate this like info that I read, and we all need to keep our minds keen. I'm sure that this Nagpa is using a lot of natural defenses to keep it hidden.
Well, maybe we could. I don't know. There's got to be a way to draw it out.
I can probably make an illusion, something small. Maybe see if it'll take the bait.
Well, we don't even know where it is yet. I think we need to continue, but we should go quietly.
Alora, do you think you could use that spell I gave you? You should be able to use it over and over again as long as it's in your possession.
I think I forgot to add it.
This is what I'm here for.
And while you're doing that, the third thing that you're able to read from the faded letters is those who prove themselves before the heart shall claim its knowledge, its boon. But beware, not all knowledge is meant to be held. Not all, nor all strength meant to endure.
You're right. That's why I eat people's brains to take it for myself. There seems to be some type of boon if we prove ourselves here. This seems to be sacred land, or at least land with conscience, maybe, depending on if the magic here is still working.
Titan heart. Oh. That sounds valuable. I'm up for a challenge.
I'm up for getting a new title.
You're gonna have so many titles, Nala, that you're not gonna be able to put your name on your books anymore.
That's why they have the about the author section.
You know, one of these days I would love to write one of your prologues.
Really?
Of
Why?
course.
So, sounds like you continue walking, continue forging ahead, and
With password without a trace, right? Alora, you casted it.
He gave you the a rune skin that allows you to cast pass without trace. It's like
It's
a
like
scroll.
It's like a spell scroll that doesn't diminish after you use it.
Okay, here we go. I just couldn't find it on here. Okay.
You're all good. You're good.
And we all know what pass without trace does.
plus
Yeah.
10 stealth.
Yeah, we can't be tracked magically, which is, I think, the most important here.
Indeed.
Yep.
Good thing. After this, you remember being told of these pillars to find, and the stench of rot and decay is what you were told to follow next. Which indeed you do. And you come to what first appears to be a formation of stone, but you see sharp cracks still linger, though much has been weathered away, as though this was something that fell and has been turned and excavated and changed. It was an entryway, not overly big, only about 7-8 feet wide, and tall, dark, black inside. stench of that you've been following is strong now.
Do we see? Is it just the smell, or do we actually see, evidence of decay? Is there bodies laying out and all this good stuff?
Nothing out here. Maybe there's stuff within.
Okay.
Are you all ready to proceed inside, or is there a way you'd like to proceed inside?
I think we'll go quietly.
Sounded pretty evil in there.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my old good buddy, my familiar, go out ahead of us and try to smell for maybe the most pungent part, the source of this smell.
Do you want me to send out Maple?
I don't know if Maple can, reconstitute herself after their dad. My free familiar can just be resummoned.
Hmm,
But you're more
Well,
than welcome to help with this.
if anything, Maple has a keen nose, so she might be able to find what we're looking for specifically.
Yeah. So does the incorporeal hound as well. Like I said, it is useful for help. I just don't want Maple to get hurt if she doesn't need to,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying you can't. Like, please.
Well, if we're
Okay,
trying to
fine.
be quiet about it, I think sending two animals might be a little bit excessive.
Yeah.
All right. I'll send my hound out to the incorporeal hound and try to sniff out the source for this decay.
All right, have them do the stealth check as they get out in there.
Yeah. Do that. And since they're out of the pass without the trace. Oh gosh. Oh, rolled that way too hard. Ooh. It's gonna be a 19.
Okay. They enter in, and they have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. You come into a strange hall, lined with statues of warriors frozen in battle, their faces twisted, some in despair, others away and down in shame, and still more in an absolute rage. Weapons that would seem to match them are broken and driven into the stone floor. And as they look closer, you can tell that these weapons are real, not of the material of the statue. They form a jagged, incomplete path. At the far end, there's a tattered banner that hangs limply. What would you like to do?
And this is at least to the house. It seems like one singular hallway, right? It's not. There's no doors present that they see.
It's not just a hallway; it's a large hall, so it's a room.
Oh,
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Hall in the old sense.
Yep.
You do see that it looks like there could be ways forward here.
So the transition was basically from forest to the pillars, and now there's like a ruins type area.
So there was this, like, what from a distance almost looked just like almost half a mountain, this rock
Okay.
formation.
Gotcha.
And there was an entryway into it, and this is like what's in there.
Gotcha.
So you were
Okay.
completely in like darkness, and it's
Cool. Actually, want to see. What I'm gonna do. Actually, is there any old? If I look on the wall, are there any old like old scones or things like that that could be possibly relit with magic?
There's no sconces.
Yeah.
Or anything like that
Okay.
on here.
I'm just holding on to Layla because I know that she can see way better than I can here.
How far are we from the room with the warriors?
I'm assuming you all are waiting outside of the ruins
Okay.
at this point.
Yeah, I'm probably like telling you guys like what the dog sees and all this stuff. So there's a big hall and there's some seems like statues with real weapons up there. And the hall is quite huge.
Well, shall
It
we go
almost
in?
looks like it's befitting for giants.
Good.
I'm, of course, ready to go in, but not all of us can see quite well in the darkness. I think
you
we
want-
should use the dark to our advantage while we can, but we definitely need to be ready to allow everyone to see on a moment's notice.
Well, I can cast light on an object and we can keep it covered and hidden.
Can you cast it on a stone and I can put it in my pouch?
Yes. I will do that. Just find a, decent sized stone and I'll cast light on it and hand it to Garrus.
Better than a torch. Though I've got those ready too.
All right. Well, when we go in, I'll stay toward the front in case something tries to ambush us.
Can you see in the dark, Nala?
I'll
Yeah.
be right behind you, Nala.
I can see too.
I
have,
can't.
No.
I can't see for diddly squat in the dark.
Okay.
But I still got my ears. I still got my nose.
Laura, do you use a bow or do you use twin blades or how do you fight?
I use both. If I can keep my distance, I'll use my bow. However, if they come in front of me, I'm pretty efficient with my blades.
Okay.
Why don't we have Alora bring up the rear?
I agree. She might be good for.
And she can see in the dark too, I think, with that elven blood.
Indeed, I can.
Yes. Garrus, Azariah go in the middle. Me and Nala will be in the front. And then Alora can bring up the rear.
All right. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna start making my way into this.
Downtown?
Making my way down into the warrior world.
Quietly.
Okay, so you come here and you all see as was described. And there are 3 ways that seem to lead out. But upon a closer look, they lead to nothing. It's dark and black. A void that almost pushes against you.
When I look at the eyes of one of the warriors who looks enraged, do I see any hint of movement in the eyes?
Give me a perception check.
Right. That is a 10.
Just looking, looks very still.
All right. So I will keep on walking.
You're going to walk into the void.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
You're fine.
Okay. How many warriors are in here again? Like on both sides?
Yeah, the statues. You see, ultimately, 7, 8, says our department.
Hey, do we think that this might have anything to do with what it said on that rock?
I surely think that it is quite possible. It would make sense that Nagpa would use whatever defenses laid out already to its advantage.
You guys can all see better than me. Is there so there's no other exits from this room? Can you think I can uncover the light? Or do you think we should poke around in the dark some more?
I think I'm the least intelligent person here, so I shouldn't make that decision.
Nala, just because you haven't read many books and didn't go to school much doesn't mean you can't
I
have
want to
an
look at
opinion.
these. I want to look at these statues.
So we came up to an area that was just super pitch black that even my like extra special dark vision couldn't see through.
After this, yes.
The void.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we do head toward that void, as long as we don't walk backwards, maybe we're doing the right thing.
So there's a void. I
Oh.
can't see for shit anyways. I might as well go poke around in the dark if there's.
I
don't know.
you
Garrus?
can't see.
Hold on, Garrus. Just give me a moment. I'll take like a little stick, whatever rubble is on the ground, and I will throw it into the void.
Okay. You toss.
Is Nala still tiny, Nala?
Right
Yes.
now she is, yeah.
That's what I thought.
You toss it, and it vanishes. And
Do I
don't
hear a
any-
clank?
you do not hear any clank.
Sick.
Interesting. Okay, 7 of them.
8 of them.
8 of them.
Yes.
He can't count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're multiply.
Are I'm gonna pull the stone out of my bag and shine it around and look at these statues.
Why you gotta go like that, Matt?
All right. You shine it and you begin looking at them. What are you looking for?
Are they? I'm looking where the statues are facing. Are they facing? Are they all looking at something? Are they facing in a certain direction?
Looking at each face, they all seem to be looking behind them.
Like over their shoulders?
Yeah.
Mm.
The emotions, the rage, the shame directed that direction.
Take no step backward.
Right. So don't look back.
Can I approach the closest statue to me and look more closely, see if there's any writing on the statue?
Okay. Closely inspecting the statue. There doesn't appear to be writing.
As oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, however, you taking this time, you see a plaque that is partially covered by these weapons on the floor.
If there's a plaque on the floor that's partially covered, and if I notice it, I would immediately move over towards the plaque and try to see what's on it.
Yeah. Seeing on it, just looking, you see it reads, "Glory is not found in seeking what was lost, but in forging what remains."
I would tell everybody, man, these are. I don't know if these are riddles or if these are warnings or what these are, but seeking not what was lost, forging what remains.
I think this place is meant to play tricks on us, like trickery magic, and it's going to try to confuse us. And
Oh, there's an idea. Layla, can you cast Detect Magic and see if there's any sources of magic in this room?
Sure. I'll ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Doing that, the voids ahead gleam with magical aura. And so do the weapons.
Okay.
I'm
I want to take a close. I want to step closer to the darkness void area thing. See if I can. Not gonna go into it, but I want to get as close to it as I can. See if I notice anything else as I get closer.
Which one's the void, Matt?
All three technically are.
All three.
Well, let's go with the one in the middle.
Okay. So you get closer there, and what do you want to do?
Just try and. Is it still the exact same as before? Still just, even as I get closer, nothing's changing.
Correct.
Alright. Do I get the types of magic from the stuff?
Indeed. And from this void, you would get a transmutation.
That's odd. I'm not overly familiar with the schools, but transmutation, Azariah, is that normal for darkness?
I think that means they really just tried to change the area rather than just mask it over with the nice picture.
Because out of character. Darkness is an evocation spell, so it being transmutation is weird.
does it mean that these things were transformed from something else?
Well, what was it? Sorry, was it the statue that was
No,
transformation?
the darkness.
Yeah, it really means that they altered the physical presence of this area before us. We could possibly dispel it, but alas, it's not something that
The
really...
weapons have abjuration.
Thank you. It's not something I really studied.
And if I go to the other hallways there, is it the exact same for each of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Garrus is going to go over and look at the weapons a little more closely, and see if there's any weapons that look like he could use them.
Do be careful with those.
Don't be careful. Don't be careful.
They all appear very rusted.
Rusted, okay, but they have some sort of magic on them. Is there a small dagger?
Yeah, indeed.
For the record, these are all weapons that have fallen off minis in the past.
I laughed earlier because I noticed the Glock lying on the floor.
2 guns up there.
Is that from the ice cream?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh no.
You got a problem with
That's
that?
called art department's Easter eggs.
I love it.
Yep.
Just before you decide to claim anything as your own, Garrus, remember that abjuration is all about protective magic.
So here's my idea. Let's see what happens if I throw a dagger into the darkness.
I'm sure that it won't go nearly as far as my stick. I threw it pretty hard.
Yeah, but the stick wasn't magical.
Hope you don't lose your. Oh, you picked up one of the, the
rusty
rusty
one.
dagger.
Yeah, one of the rusty
What could
daggers.
possibly go wrong?
Fuck.
Okay, so you grab the rusty dagger.
Yeah.
As you do, Layla, as you stand before the void, it shudders. And you see stepping out of it now is an armored figure, emaciated, though somewhat maintained armor, undead, moving with purpose towards you.
Towards me or towards Garrus?
Towards you.
Or you, fool!
You're
God.
the one standing right there.
And then coming after them, you see one that looks much more in the realm of the living, power exuding from beneath their helmet as they carry a mighty maul.
Okay.
Roll for initiative, friends.
Oh no! Thanks, Garrus. We love you.
Oh, that's a shit roll for me too. That's not good.
Okay, so with this roll, it's also plus 10 to
And
the house.
Is there any way?
You said plus 10 for...
For the house, her job that she had before him. Hunter of the Wilds, which was a plus 10 to initiative.
Oh, yeah.
And then Maple got a 17.
Okay.
Why are you helping them?
Okay, cool.
It-
So Maple will go on your turn, I think. I like to keep it a little simple. So is he Laura 8 or is he Laura 18?
Laura would be 18.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
I'm working on it, Matt. I'm sorry.
What were you asking me, Layla?
As soon as I see an undead, is there any way I could turn undead, or do I have to wait for my turn in initiative?
You're going to have to wait for your turn. This
Damn it.
triggered the initiative.
Okay, then.
It's
Not
a
great.
story, Ryan.
When order matters, that's what initiative is for.
Yes, I was trying to say it before you called for initiative.
Just because you say it quick doesn't mean I accept it.
I know.
That
I know.
being said, I think specifically Elora, before that happened, is there anything, just because you're the only one that didn't get a chance to say anything during the scene, so before we go into combat, I just want to check in with you.
Oh, no, she would just be looking. She already knew straight away. Picking up anything from there would be death.
Gotcha.
She just kept her mouth shut.
I would have swung at the statues myself.
If I was playing a barbarian, that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, it was do something before Nala. That was the goal.
Yeah, because I was ready,
Yep.
waiting for my turn.
And hey, I didn't even get to throw it. I touched it.
Now Now, whose fault is that?
All right. Okay, so our order here: Nayla, Garrus, Elora, Layla, and Azariah.
Wait,
Cool.
what? Did you even say my name?
I thought I said it the first thing.
He said Nayla instead of
Oh,
Oh,
I said
okay.
Nayla. Sorry, Nala.
I was
That's
okay.
I mispronunciated it. Yeah,
Nayla,
there you go.
got it. Okay.
mispronunciated.
For the record, usually things on the map help you, but sometimes you gotta be more careful.
They still might help us.
Exactly. Who knows? Nala.
Okay, so Nala's been ready for this moment. She's gonna, well, let's see how. Well, we're gonna find out how big this room is. So she just kind of glares with her eyes at these things coming out of the void, and she begins, as her muscles begin to just expand, and she begins to grow in size until she is once again a large-sized barbarian. All right. And now she is going to move up to try and help out here at the front line, and she's going to take a swing. I actually think, let's see here. I think she's yeah, right about there. Perfect. I think she's going to swing at the human, or not human, but the living version one.
Yeah, the not undead. Yeah, you got it.
Look,
Right.
someone's as tall as Nala on the battlefield. It doesn't happen often.
All right, so she's going to go ahead and use everything she got.
You got it.
And her first swing is a 23 to hit.
All right. So right before we process that, because I was just getting onto
Uh-huh.
its stat block, as you run up, it's going to go ahead and use its reaction to take its maul and smash your head.
Wait. How close does it have to be to me?
Oh yeah, she's got reach.
How close do you get?
I would have gotten about 15 feet.
Its reach is 15 feet.
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
Just checking.
Battle versus battle here. Let's go.
What's yours?
Okay, what does it roll?
27 to hit.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
All right. That is 25 piercing damage.
All right.
Sorry, bludgeoning. Bludgeoning damage, and as it smacks, you feel a pulse of dark energy for 10 additional necrotic.
All right.
And then it knocks you prone when it
Hold
does
on.
so.
Wait a minute.
He does a lot of stuff in that one turn.
And that reaction, yeah, it's nice.
What's your movement, Nala?
I mean, I can go. I ain't worried about my movement.
Yeah, I think you have more than half left to stand back up. That's all I was checking.
Yeah, I think
I
she
got
does.
plenty. I was checking something though.
If it's how to kill the GM, I get it.
Okay, so yeah, I get back up. And now I'm going to go ahead. Well, I already swung. It was a 23 to hit.
Yes. So that does connect. So it connects with you as you're gonna.
So let's see here. That'll be 23 slashing and 4 thunder.
Okay.
Get for knocking her down.
Very good. And it racks
And-
through its bones.
Now I will go ahead and swing again. Oh, 19. That's a crit.
Nice.
Crit. So I'm max critting and all that junk.
And all that junk.
All right, let's see here. 36
Whoa.
slashing plus 17 slashing plus
53.
7 thunder.
60.
Oh, thank God. Someone else is doing math, so I don't have
Very
to.
cool. Yeah. Not bloodied, but definitely hurt from that as they let us. Despair's the only way.
Unfortunately, I cannot swing again because I bonus action raged. But it's all good. I will stay right there.
There you go.
Sorry, did you find the emo version in here?
All right, Garrus.
I am going to dart up on Layla's left flank and other left.
Layla, I put you by Nyla, my bad.
There you go.
I'm not tired.
And I will look at this tall, towering undead thing, and I'm going to focus my evil eye as my bonus action. So it needs to make a charisma saving throw, DC 15.
You got it.
Oh, my bad. You're all emo.
Very cool. That is a 3.
Oh, good. It is. So it is marked by my evil eye, and I am going to use my action to stab it with my rapier.
All right, very good.
Does a 26 hit it?
Yes, it does.
Sneak attack damage engaged. 33 damage total.
Ooh. Very good. As pieces of it are like pushed out the back.
All right, and I am done.
Got it. All right. That brings us to this form as they say.
You say,
No.
That's what you're saying about it.
Love it. Sorry. It is. My gosh, I don't know why I can't do this today.
Because I threw you off.
Yeah, you did. Sorry. Looking at you now, they simply go, "Glory and title are not what they seem." And let's see here. I think that's three of them are within 15 feet of them, it looks like.
Yep.
Perfect.
I thought for a second there that I didn't put enough guys on the board because you said 3 of them.
Okay.
Then in a minute,
As they look at all of you and you feel they put their hand out and you feel your shadows being pulled towards them and turn into like almost like it's being transformed into more of the void for them to command. And so that's Nala, Garrus, and Layla. For con saves, please.
Cool.
Why not Nala?
I said Nala. Did I not say it
You
again?
did not say
You did.
Nala. Oh,
Okay.
Did you? I
Oh, that was a very, very close to being very bad for me.
That was
it-
very
it-
bad for me.
Mine was was sitting on that 2 for quite a while before it finally rolled over to that 18. So for a
Mine
total of
was,
23 for me.
22.
Cool. Garrus?
Garrett's got a 9.
Okay, so Garrus, that is 35 necrotic damage.
Ow.
Ooh.
Then 17 for Nala and Layla.
All right.
Sometimes you shouldn't touch the weapons.
For the record, I warned him not to.
Okay. And with that, as they pull this, they wrap the shadow around themselves. And
Shadow.
the shadows they took from all of you.
Yeah.
And let me just check something real quick.
No, you're not allowed.
Perfect. And you no longer see them. They don't seem to be standing there anymore.
Why are you gonna make me change my map up?
Cool.
It's just them that I can't see them, right? Not me.
No one can see them.
They are
Oh.
invisible.
Dave done stole your shadows.
vanished.
Way.
And then with that, we'll go to Elora.
Well, now I can't do any of my fun stuff if I can't see them. Okay, well,
You can still shoot where they were and try to hit them with disadvantage if they're still standing there.
Okay, so from where I'm standing to them, how many feet is that?
To where they were.
Yeah.
35.
Oh, okay, sweet. Well, what do a third level spell and use Conjure Barrage?
Nice.
I like that thinking so much.
AoE. Well, maybe we'll see them with a bunch of arrows sticking
Let's
out
see,
of them.
that would be.
What's the radius there?
At 60 feet.
No, that's the range. What's the radius on it?
Oh, the radius. I'm sorry. Where is it?
Let me do this so we know where they were.
No, it's a 60. It's 60 feet in the cone.
Oh, you can hit all these people.
Let me look at the spell. Conjure Barrage.
Does it distinguish between friend and foe? Or is it just everybody?
Cone.
Oh,
I don't know, shoot.
shoot! No, that's
Each creature in a 60-foot cone. 60 on
Let's
a
do it.
dexterity saving throw. Do you still want to do it? Like,
Yes, he
because your character knows what the spell does. So
You could move so that maybe you were not in it.
No, it would still hit you with that cone
Not
because it's 60 feet
necessar-
from where I'm at.
I will say, based
Yeah, I
on
think-
Not if you come.
one thing I will say, if you've known Nala for any time, you know she's kind of a tank. So if you have to hit anybody, she's okay with it.
If you,
Also, Garrus is a rogue and is very dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't want to hit them, you just have to move over to this corner.
Yes.
I'm okay with doing that.
I'm the main one that needs to not get hit here.
not
Okay.
the healer.
If you just stand in that corner, you're good.
okay,
I'm good.
so in that cone, you're saying that it doesn't hit. It only hits the.
Well, you hurt.
Okay. So
we'll do
okay,
that.
so it gets them and it hits the one enemy there.
Yeah.
Both enemies, the suppose of both enemies, but it's going to hit these 3 statues.
Okay, you got it.
Okay,
Cool.
so that is, let's see, 12. That's 20 points of damage, and they gotta make a DC 14 for a half.
Okay, so this one fails, and so they would take their 20 points of damage.
You don't want to kill your party. Ask
Are you asleep, Azariah?
As
think
is he? Yeah.
So it goes out, puncturing this undead creature that had come out, and they step it back. They are bloodied, black goose dripping from them, but it doesn't seem to make an impact with any other creature.
Hmm.
I will.
entertaining as I find it.
That is really, really funny. So that's all I can do, and upon further reading, that's all Maple will do. So she'll take the dodge action because I actually have to
Okay.
use my action for her to do something.
Got it.
Yep, that's all I'll do. But
Okay, perfect. All right, the one that you attack Garrus now slashes out to you with dark blade, if it was there.
Oh.
Nat 20, Garrus.
I'm going to use my reaction to give it disadvantage.
Okay.
See him now or no?
All right. This is my last warning, Layla. You have to be quicker. You can't post give disadvantage.
You're no fun.
Ye-
Is it a reaction?
Unless, does it say when it hits or when they attack?
Let me double check it. When, yeah, as long as it can be blinded. So the when I first get it, it says when you are attacked. Later on, I can extend it to anybody within 30
Right.
feet of
When
me.
they are attacked. So I need you to try to be quicker when I say they are attacking.
Okay.
Because once the roll is announced, that is done. In other words, it shouldn't be used to cancel out crits.
Okay.
That's not really what it can do.
You're no fun.
I'm allowing it because we haven't done it. I'm saying now. I'm giving the warning for next time.
All right.
That is a 23 to hit.
That still hits.
All right, but not a crit, which is working. So that comes for 7 slashing damage and 2 necrotic. And as the sword comes in, there's this black ooze that seems to come in and like loosen like the tendons in your muscles, and you will
Ow.
lose 2 dexterity from your score.
Ooh,
Ah,
to a rogue, that's cold.
And now they'll take their second attack. Only for a 13, Garrus.
no, that misses.
Very good. No, yeah, you. Why's he out of the
Even with my
way?
decreased AC.
Layla.
All right. I will bonus action, just a second level spiritual weapon. Actually, first, cantrip, bright sparks. So from me, a bunch of small constellations flare out for me. For the next round, perception checks have advantage on creatures hidden in shadows. And so I'm going to bonus action, cast spiritual weapon, and try to hit. First, see if I can make a perception check and see if I can hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, so perception check would be an action.
I hate the new rules.
It's not the new rules. It's always been a rule. There's the,
Yeah.
there's the-
Okay. Well, I'll just roll then. Everybody else has advantage to see it. See them at least.
Okay, you're just going to try to. So you're attacking on the thing you can see.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you see him?
No, you cannot. It shoots out arrows at them, but they don't stick. They're magical arrows. So as soon as it hits, it disappears right after. If that's what you're going
No, I
by.
was asking if they could.
I mean, I can also see through magical darkness if that's what.
That is not what is
using.
going on.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're attacking the one you can see with your spiritual weapon, right,
Yes.
Layla? Okay. Yeah, someone would have to do a check to find this person.
Well, okay, that's a miss.
Okay. So
Natural 1. So, good thing I'm wasting that on that.
Wait. Re-roll it.
Okay.
luck.
This is a 19 on the dice.
That hits.
28 total. Alright. That is 12 force damage to it.
Very good.
So yeah. And then, like I said, the advantage to see everybody hiding within 60 feet of me. Till the start of my next turn.
You got it. Then see how this goes. Azariah.
He's still sleeping.
Jalen, are you there? You're muted if you are. We're gonna go. Nala.
All right. So Nala saw Garrus look like he got hit by something that she can't see, correct? Like he looks like he got hit by something.
No, he got hit by
No.
the creature next to him.
Okay, so you can.
Oh, the
see
one
him.
that's the one that can be seen. Is that correct?
No, there,
Oh, this creature.
yeah.
'Cause
What is that?
This is one of the statues.
2 creatures came out of the void.
Yeah.
You went up to one, he went up to the other. The one that
Yeah.
you went up to, you don't see. The
Okay,
other-
I thought they both went invisible. Okay, that's
Nope,
what
just the
confused
one.
me. All right. So I see
No,
that one, but not
I
the
was
other
with
one.
you,
Okay.
Jackie.
All right. Cool. So in that case, let's see. How far am I from the one that I can see?
You're 15.
15. Okay. I will go ahead
Actually, I think
and
you're 10. Yeah.
awesome. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing at that one.
Got it.
I'll use everything I got since that's not disadvantage. Whoop. All right. That is a nasty 16.
That hits.
Oh, good. So that will do. That'll be 29 slashing and 2 thunder.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and swing at it again.
There we go.
And that one, oh yeah, that's worse. That's an 8.
Ooh.
Wait. Hold
Yeah.
on. I think I have luck points still. Yes, I do. I'm going to re-roll one of those dice.
Nice.
That's awful. 7, 7, 8. You know,
yeah, it's able to take its blade and
good.
force your blow away.
Is that a medium-sized creature by chance?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to. Here's what I want to do. I want to throw him toward where that void area was originally. Using my my special little giant ability here that I never get to use. Mighty Impel, that's what it's called. So it says, as a bonus action, while raging, you can choose one medium or smaller creature within reach and move it to an unoccupied space. You can see within 30 feet of myself. An unwilling creature must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 17.
Thunderous Blows, my favorite move.
All right, only 16. So it
Nice.
works.
So I'm going to throw him and then kind of try to block his path.
Okay.
So that he has to pass me in order to.
So you throw him into the void.
Yeah, it's in case he comes back. I want to
All
block
right,
his
so
path.
it goes out of sight.
Cool.
I'm just leaving him there for now.
All right, that's my turn.
Got it. Then we go to Garrus.
I'm gonna drink a healing potion
That's always a good plan.
to start.
Let's go.
Oh, max healing, 10 HP. Nice. I haven't rolled that in a while. And is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Yes. Then I am going to move up right next to Nala on Nala's left. And I am going to hold my action. If anything comes into melee range, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. So.
Everything behind us comes to life and starts stabbing us in the back.
Indeed. Coming from around, you now see the one that vanished 15 feet behind Azariah.
Azariah's sleeping in a bed. Leave him alone.
Yeah, well.
Put him in a bed. He's sleeping.
So technically you don't see this one, but you're
But
going to
he's
see it.
sleeping. I even brought him out of bed.
All right. That's a 26 to hit, so we'll save that. And then
You never let me have any fun.
be a 13 to hit. So they strike at Azariah.
26 will hit him for sure.
He's at 15 feet behind there.
Indeed. But I mean, no point in saying the damage at this point. And
Because Azariah took a nap and you won't let him have a nice sleep.
okay. Then they begin to run behind one of the statues and move about the debris, and you lose track of them.
Sneaky.
Elora,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Sweet. No, he is not going to go there without any consequences. She will cast Spike Growth at the second level, where
Nice.
the creature was seen.
Very cool. That's a large area. Is that 40 feet?
Yes, I believe. No, 20 feet.
20 foot radius?
Oh, yeah, 20-foot radius, 150 feet range.
Okay, so you're trying to cover that whole area.
Yes, indeed. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me double check if I get attacked from it.
All right, so that whole section now, vicious spikes grow. Anything
Oh,
else?
okay. So, and also they have to make a perception check to recognize it because it's invisible to
Okay,
them.
gotcha. Yeah, but this only if they move. So,
Yes.
or they would go to. So it's up to you.
That's right. Nobody go in it. I know it looks like Fireball.
She will start to move over there this way. How many feet do I have? I've got 30 feet.
All right.
You can get right here behind us.
All right. So you're at the edge of your spike growth.
Yay.
You will go to Layla.
All right, so there's the one enemy in the darkness, and then the other unknown, correct?
Well, is it in darkness or is it invisible?
It's in the
One's in-
void.
One's in darkness and one's invisible, if I'm not mistaken.
I would say when he ran here, Garrus, you would recognize he essentially is using his skills and the debris here to hide.
Yeah.
Okay, so can't see anybody at the moment.
Correct.
Alrighty then. Then let's just
You can see Garrus bleeding in front of you.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
I mean, that's
I'll
if you care.
go up and I'll give you a third level cure wounds.
Oh. It's like a warm bath.
21 points.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
That's a lot better.
and bonus action. I can't see anybody, so I can't. I guess can I move my spiritual weapon into the void and swing at however far down at disadvantage at the whatever got thrown down there?
Certainly.
Alright.
You move your spiritual weapon there, and you sense your spell immediately end.
Oh. Okay. So it goes into the void and just it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Hey, the magic missiles probably won't work.
Okay.
You learned something today.
I will inform everybody what just happened. Because as far as they know, it just went in there and it's still in there. But no, it's gone.
All right. Anything else?
No. I guess I'm gonna move away from wherever baddies are so I cannot get hit. Some. There we go. Yeah, that seems good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Checking for Azariah. Nala.
Told you should let
All right.
me do that.
Nala's like, magic is stupid. But Nala thinks her original plan might be the right way to go because this thing's hiding behind statues. Let's get rid of the statues. So she's gonna take her sword. Is she in 15 feet of that statue down there in that minefield?
Yeah.
Oh, I would be careful because if you enter, it doesn't detect French.
Oh,
not-
she's
I'm
got
not in
reach.
range. I'm swinging from right here.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. No.
So
good.
I'm gonna go
look
ahead
now.
and swing at that.
Let's go.
Watch me miss. All right, that's 23 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. That was the statue.
All right. Let me roll some damage. 28 slashing and 5 thunder.
Okay. So it takes that, still standing.
Okay. Did it look like I chipped anything off, or?
I mean, it looks like it's taking damage. Yeah. So
Okay.
things are bending and it's moving. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna swing at it again. Oh, yuck. That's. Oh, hold on. It's a statue, though. I'm gonna risk it. Is it a? I'm gonna 12. 12 to hit.
12 will not, unfortunately. It doesn't seem to
Ooh,
hit to
okay.
really carve
Is
through.
here's my question: is this a medium-sized creature?
It's not a creature.
Very
So if your
tough.
things affect creatures, it does not affect it.
Yeah, I should check really quick. I think it only affects creatures.
It would be medium object
the
if it does
prone
affect objects.
creature- Yeah, it doesn't say object, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
that would be hilarious. Okay, so I will use my bonus action. I'm going to take one of my healing potions because I'm not doing so well, and I'm kind of bitter about how Layla just healed little Garrus. So I'm going to take my healing. That's my turn.
You got it. And then Garrus.
All right. I'm going to turn around and look down on the ground and see if I can find a rapier among the weapons that are piled at my feet.
You certainly can.
I'm gonna stash my rapier in my belt and draw the magical rapier off the ground. And then I'm gonna turn around and go back to where Nala is, and I'm gonna wave it in the hallway and say, "Come and get it." Seem to bug you. Come on. And I'm gonna I'll hold my action, and if anything steps into range, then I will stab it.
All right. All right, so how far away is Nala from that statue?
From what?
The statue?
Did she hit?
15 feet.
About 15 feet. Okay. Very good. Then stepping out quickly from behind it. See, this creature will take 2d4 damage from walking on spikes for 5, and swing from a 15-foot range at Nala.
Disadvantage.
Thank you.
How far did it travel? Because it takes 2d4 for every 5 feet that it
Yeah,
travels.
that's correct.
It traveled 5 feet.
Okay.
All right. So
Also, make a perception check for it to see if it'll notice it when
So I
it gets hit.
believe it actually says, last time I read it, that it only does that if it wasn't there when you cast it.
Oh,
If you cast
yes,
it while
that is
someone's
right.
in
That's-
it, they
that's
see the spikes coming up.
yeah, that's
Um,
correct.
But all right, so that's an 11, which misses
Miss.
Nala, and now this next one is not at disadvantage.
Thank you, Layla.
And
Yeah.
that is 24.
That one will hit.
All right. There's going to be 21 piercing.
Okay. Got it.
14 necrotic.
Okay.
All right. So, and it will go ahead and on hit use its drag option and drag Nala 15 feet behind them. So 15 feet through, actually 20 feet through the spikes.
If the creature is dragging them, wouldn't they also take
With the hammer. So the hammer kind of comes in
Oh,
and pushes
okay.
them. They stay where they are. It's like a mighty swing.
Can I use my reaction to hold on?
I don't think you have reaction. Hold on. Oh, unfortunately. That is 20, I believe, piercing from those.
After 10.
things. Yeah. And then They will then. Is it difficult terrain in that?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Perfect. I was trying to remember the spell. All right. So they have a total of 40 enemies. They've used 10 art department. They want to get away from Nala. Here, so they're going to go out of the stuff here. So you can just move them with what it looks like they have left. It looks like they're at least take another round of this damage. So 2d4 for 4 more damage.
They would have used 30 to get out.
Okay.
So what do they have left?
10 more.
Do they want to go towards Garrus?
Yeah.
Sorry, Garrus.
Well, they get an attack as they move into range because I had my
Yeah, you attack them.
out action. Yep.
Let's
It
go.
won't get sneak attack, but oh, it'll be a crit because it's a 19. It sucks that it doesn't get sneak attack.
All right.
All right. 11 damage.
All right. He is breathing hard, looking bloodied. So he goes, glory is not to be sought. And Alora.
How bloodied is the creature? Pretty bloodied or somewhat?
They're below half. That's what I'll tell you.
That's a bloody
Okay.
below half.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me read.
What you're going to
this.
get from this.
If I'm correct, pretty good chances. Okay, so she's gonna put away her bow and draw her 2 swords and go immediately to that creature and use both her attacks, her double attack, and her bonus attack to attack it 3 times.
All right.
Let's see. So that is a 11. 11 does not hit, right?
Is not.
15 and 19.
All right. 15 misses, 19 hits.
Oh, only one. That's not fair. That will be 6 damage. 6 slashing damage. Correct.
Okay, yeah. That comes across, causing his more blood to fill up in his armor. Anything else?
Can I taunt it?
Do you have a thing that says taunt? I mean, you can say whatever you want.
No.
Berries.
No, that'll be it for me.
All right, Layla.
Alrighty then. I am going to use a 2nd level spell slot and cast blindness deafness on it.
Okay.
Specifically blindness. So constitution save.
That is 16.
That fails.
Nice. The blind condition?
Yep.
Very good.
Blind and deaf.
Blind or deafened.
Oh, okay. I misheard you. Where the hell are my markers?
Unfortunately, it makes its saving throw again at the end of its turn. So
Matthew, did you move my spell?
we might not necessarily get anything from it, but
Dick.
Yeah, but it's blind, which gives everyone trying to strike it is at advantage.
Yep.
So
yes.
And it has
More importantly, he has disadvantage on hitting us.
yeah, like it's legit.
Yeah.
There we go. So
And
Jalen took. Are you done?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Nala.
All right, how far am I?
25.
I have to point out that Alora can drop concentration on spike growth at any time and get rid of the spikes.
This is true.
I can drop it. I
All
got
right,
it.
so spikes go away.
All right. Oh, where'd I go?
Yeah.
This is easy
All right.
to flip everybody.
Let's see.
God damn it, Matt! I need black gloves so I stop setting off the white balance.
Okay.
I'm going to
I am so painful.
obviously provoke their attack here.
No, you're not near them. They moved over here.
No, but
Once he gets
once I go
within
with them.
15 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and send me up.
Unless it's a creature it can see
Whoop.
moves into range, because then it won't be able to do it because it's blind.
It does not require sight.
Ah,
It is a disadvantage. So that's only a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
That will hit.
All right. All right, so that is 24 bludgeoning, 10 necrotic, and do the blind is just going to cause Nala to be pushed 10 more feet back.
Right, there's no spike growth there now.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Knocking that.
And then whatever their movement, because they want to try to get within 15, I'm sure.
Yeah, just bring me back up.
Yeah, to 40. There we go.
Look at him. Are you done?
He
I'm
doesn't look
going
at you. He's
to-
ah.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this ugly thing here. That's a dirty 20. Right back at ya.
That does impact.
All right. So that will be 28 slashing and 1 thunder.
Okay, so that's 29.
And I will swing again.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that crit 19.
There
Oh,
we go.
dude.
Yes.
Beating me
Let's
to
max
it, man.
crit This guy. Let's max crit it. All right,
Max critical.
so let's see here. 34 slashing plus 16 slashing is 50 slashing. So that's plus 12 thunder.
62.
How do you want to kill it?
Well, he doesn't know.
I'm gonna look. I know it can't see me, but I'm just like, you know nothing of the surprise. And I use my bonus action to, even though I can't do this mechanically, but since it's part of the death, I just throw him up in the air and watch him fall.
Amazing. All right. Yeah. As they fall down hard here. And Azariah is going to be back. They did get one hit on you. Their threshold would have been greater than your shield
Okay.
when they hit.
Matt wouldn't let me put you on a bed in the corner.
For 15 piercing and 11 necrotic.
Okay.
Matthew, please next time don't move my markers into the dirty clothes.
And that ran away. So, okay. So with that, we're caught up on those things, and
And I am bloodied.
I'll come give you a 4th level cure wounds.
Thank you.
the room seems still.
As I become
Okay.
medium-sized again.
Who else is hurt?
It's looking tough.
Oh, that was a terrible roll. I am sorry. That is a 13 on a 4th level.
Uh,
I'll give you an extra 1st level here.
Love
if you want, I can. Oh, that's
If y'all want to check the game log there, you also gain 13 from the 1st level cure wounds.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I'll go ahead and drink one of these potions as well. Bring me up a little bit.
oh, hang on. I've got some spell slots I can waste on that.
So, The room is still. The room has this giant shambling undead thing is gone.
Yes, the room
That's
is
what
still.
happens when you throw something in the void.
Yeah.
Besides the Reaper, were there anything magical in there? Any kind of weapons?
All the weapons seem to be magical.
Ooh.
Any great
But-
axes?
But look at these, you guys. They've got magic in them, but they're all rusted. The shit. They don't look very good. They don't look like traditional magic weapons.
They're
Do they
still
have
magic.
any heavy
Yeah.
weapons in here?
Well,
There's all types of weapons.
All right,
yeah,
I'll
it was a
grab one.
mishmash. There's a great sword. There's a great axe over here. But like, look at this. This. Can I look at the sword more closely and show it to Azariah? And Azariah, look at this. What can you make of the enchantment on this? Is this a regular magical sword? Most magical weapons last better than this.
I like like cling on to it. It could be possible that it was magical maybe after it was rusted,
That's what I'm thinking.
Azariah, do you remember that time when you really got on my case for holding back in battle?
Are you talking about that time that you missed out your opportunity on killing the void dragon?
Yes. And I just thought of that today for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking of that too, and I thought, man, it really would be nice to take a snooze.
Well, you deserve it. You've been working hard, Azariah.
Layla said this was abjuration magic. Now, what does that mean?
Usually it has to do with protecting things, preventing trespassers from entering or grabbing something that they shouldn't.
Hence
Are-
why I warned against grabbing one.
Are the weapons arranged in like a semicircle, in front of this portal? Are the weapons arranged on the ground, or are they just like piled on the ground?
They are arranged. It seemed like an incomplete path, as though they were once led forward, but are now like point back towards where the statues look.
So will it be safe to take some?
Let's leave them be for now.
I'm gonna
Aw.
put the one that I picked up back.
Okay.
This
Both
doesn't
of them?
seem like it's. Well, yeah, I dropped the dagger earlier. As soon as the monsters appeared, I dropped the dagger. But I feel like this is set up almost like a ward of some sort, and that's what my limited intuition is saying here. This is some kind of, if it's abjuration magic, this is some kind of warding to protect against maybe those things that just attacked us.
Do the statues all appear to be looking in the same spot, or just all of them just over their shoulders to
Shoulder,
various
shoulder,
spots?
behind.
But they're
Sometimes
not all
over the
looking-
shoulder, some is just like the eyes. But yeah, they don't seem to be looking at the same precise spot. No.
Okay.
Now, is there still using the light stone and shining light around the room? Is there still magical darkness in the 3 exit portals?
Still seems to be a void.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more than just magical darkness. It is.
But
nothing.
it's definitely more than just magical darkness.
Did you all notice how it used shadow kind of hide from us.
A pretty neat trick. Wish I could do that.
I mean, it wouldn't really help them.
Az, can you try sending your familiar into the void? See what happens.
I would
Yeah.
do so. Just remember, the only way to really have shadows is if you have light. And I'll send
Frickin'
The,
wizards and their cryptic
hound.
shit.
into it.
Okay. You send it out. And you immediately sense them be consumed and killed.
Delicious. Well, that's not one that you want to send yours down, I tell you.
Okay, there's got to be another way then. What if we do break apart these statues?
Well, you could try to break a statue. We could try to throw one of these weapons into the void.
That's what.
That's what I was originally going to try.
Right.
We could do that.
Yes, I think that might be the best option. I don't really see any other option.
The
we
only
could possibly
problem,
Hmm.
keep in mind, that thing was very powerful that we just faced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took some of my speed. Man, I feel slower than I was.
Yeah, you look a bit sluggish right now.
It's weird. I feel like I gained 10 pounds almost or something. I feel bloated.
Perhaps that healing potion had gone a bit bad.
No, I think that thing did something to me.
But I do agree that we could try the weapon strategy and maybe choose a weapon that has some significance to Nagpa.
Or just look around. Is there any correlation between the weapons on the floor and the weapons being held by the statues?
It looks like these weapons came from the hands of the statues.
Can we try and figure out? Well, two things. Can we try and figure out where they go? Like, is it possible? Is there differences enough in the statue to try and puzzle out what weapons they were holding? And the other question is there anything different about any of these weapons? If I inspect all of them, is there any of them that stand out and that are different?
Give me an investigation check.
Definitely.
Guidance.
Dirty 20 plus guidance. 23.
Okay. Examining these, you 23, it'd be about 10 minutes as you can understand clearly what weapons go to what statues. The bow goes dagger, large great axe, and those that don't. You can decide. You can say like which ones aren't. These ones, the rusted and looking like the others, looks like easily could have been belonged to over 100 warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And the smell of rot still comes from beyond the void. But other than that, there's not a difference.
Does anything happen if we spending the 10 or 15 or even 20 minutes to do it, does anything happen if we start to place the weapons back in the hands of these statues?
So you place them in, and just placing them in, their orientation is such that they are made to strike whatever is behind them. And as they are placed in all of them, the statues all give a brief green flash.
I want to swing,
and they look
behind
smooth.
one.
Want to do what?
I want to swing my axe behind one of them as if there was something there.
Okay. You swing, and Nala, that's when you notice the head suddenly turns towards you, and then faces it and its weapons toward a voided passageway.
If I see this happening, if I see Nala do this, I'm gonna approach a different statue and try and repeat this. I'm gonna try and take my rapier and lunge at another statue and see if it does the same thing or see if it behaves differently.
From the behind it, just like Nala did.
Yeah.
So, and again, kind of looks, gives a nod, and turns to face forward.
Is it facing the same place that the other one was facing? The one that Nala?
It kind of depend on which one you chose. If you did the one right next to it, it would. If you did a different one, it might face the other one.
Okay. I'm there was 3 voids, and it seems like they're pointing us to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try the one that's far away from the other one.
Triangulate.
Yes. She's not going to attack. She's going to send out Maple to attack the shadow.
Yeah. And it too turns and faces.
Should we go down the passage that the statues are now facing?
Have we done all of them? I think there were 4 more, right? Or
Yeah.
5 more.
Do you, if you all want to repeat this, that's fine.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Okay.
Just
So
Just for propriety's sake.
as you do, they all turn and they all do face to the same one.
Mhm.
And in that passage, it is the one all the way to the left. And you see now the void turns green and cracks.
Oh.
You see a passage forward.
do we have any more uses of that stealth spell?
They should be able to use it at least every hour.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Well, it's a scroll, no?
It's a rune skin. It's different. It doesn't dissipate after a use.
Oh, this is the rune skin. Okay.
Well, I'm
Yeah, it's
saying
one of the rune
because, could I not possibly cast magic to instantly do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. However,
Yeah, it definitely hasn't been an hour. So
It hasn't been an hour?
hasn't been an hour.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Then
we still got some time left. But how long do we got?
but I do think it's down because it's concentration.
yeah.
No, because I was not attacked.
Did you do spike growth? Isn't spike growth concentration? It is.
Yes, but that one got dissipated by my choice and not because I got attacked.
Right. But when you're concentrating on a spell,
Oh,
you get
right.
another
Okay,
concentration.
yes.
Another round.
Yes. Okay, then I'm just going to cast it again. But I'm not going to use my second spell slot. Instead, I'm going to use 2 first level spell slots to make into a second one.
Azariah, that rune skin, isn't that blood magic?
It is a type of blood magic, yes.
Why are we talking about blood magic when we have a passage open?
I was just now that I'm fully grown again, my brain is starting to come online. And while as a child I definitely admired this, I do want to caution us that blood magic sometimes has steep prices.
One time I tried to do blood magic in front of a being and he just struck me down because he didn't like it.
I'm not opposed to the plan. I just wanted to make sure that, if we were using these, that they are, you know,
Well, if anything, I have no qualms about using that such magic. If it keeps me, my companion safe, I would gladly use it as many times as I need to.
if it were up to me, I'd take my great axe and destroy all the magic in the universe.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a wise decision. Magic can be useful.
And it can also be used for horrible things.
Well, that would depend on the wielder, now, wouldn't it?
Yes. All right. Well, it's your call, Laura. If you'd like to use it.
Oh, yeah, she immediately used it straight away.
All right. I guess I'll lead. She'll take out her great axe and start walking toward the left passage.
Okay. Coming in now. See yourself in room that is filled with floating pieces of shattered mirrors, jagged shards suspended in the air, like they were caught in time. They form paths to walk forward, make it almost a labyrinth or a maze, it seems, without being forced to touch them. Above is an unbroken, perfect mirrored ceiling.
Is there any light source in here at all? I've covered the light if we're traveling again.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume you have your light out if it's dark at this point.
Okay.
We'll say you
But
got in. I'm going to say you got in. You determined there were no creatures. You took out your light.
Definitely.
We'll say that way. We'll just make it simply. And you do see at the far end there is an open archway.
What do you think all of these bits of floating mirror mean?
Look behind you.
Oh,
Somebody's got some bad luck. That's what it means. It's not me.
it's definitely me.
Should we continue on?
Of course, unless you want to study it.
I mean, I'm not a big mirror guy. Do these, if we look into these mirrors, are they reflecting exactly what they are opposite to?
Just want to get a little closer and inspect them.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look, you see reflections of yourself now in them. You see yourself in one path of this labyrinth, surrounded by books and people coming in and donating blood for your magics. Another path, you see yourself in some type of ship's hold, locked in chains with a metal muzzle, keeping you from speaking. And the third, you see yourself walking among the corpses of those you've come here with.
It seems like these mirrors show different paths and possibilities of outcomes for those that walk near.
Is it like good, bad, and neutral?
In no way. And one showed me in a room with a ton of books. It was quite satisfying, and people were donating blood for me to do magic.
I wonder what happens if I look at one. I'll look at the mirrors as well, just to see if it looks the same as
Just
his. Or
before you do, the last one showed me walking amongst all your corpses.
That's
she
not
doesn't
pleasant.
mind. She's gonna look.
Okay, so Nala, you step forward here. And in the three paths, the one you see yourself with a giant kind being accepted. And you can tell your curse is no more. Another, you see your child form playing with children on swings and tag. And in the third, you see yourself in this seemingly endless battle, decapitating one enemy after the other.
I definitely think it's good, bad, and neutral.
What happens if Garrus, can you shine the lights up here? And what
Yeah.
happens? Does it reflect off of each glass and like show a path through these different
So
reflections?
each one of these,
Yeah.
the way the mirrors are set up, you see that you could walk one of the three paths.
Okay.
So Garrus, you get up there
Yeah.
and do this. You get up there and shine the light. What do you want to say? End.
Yeah, I'll get up there and if I can see that it's apparent that there's three paths, I'm gonna look for differences between the paths and see if there's any kind of indicator or something.
Yeah. As you get up, you're seeing these three scenes of your life, your futures, and your eyes drift up, and you can see the mirrored ceiling as you look, which points down and just shows you as you are now. You can see down on the past, but none of the reflections are being shown in the mirrored ceiling.
I think the ceiling is the key, guys. I think we can use the ceiling to find the right path.
Let's compare. I point out the path that looked good to me and see if it matches up with what Nala saw was good to her.
Garrus saw.
Okay. So you all you are picking essentially a desired fate.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this path looks like the way to go for me. Is it the same for you?
I'd imagine you point at different paths.
What if it's the answer is not a path we choose?
But the friends we made along the way.
Possibly, but what I was referring to was maybe one of us that doesn't look into the mirror pics. Well, for me, I don't. The sense for fate is I don't really like the idea of us changing it or having any influence on our decisions and just letting our choices do it.
I think any decisions to disregard the outcome of fates and not messing with it were long gone after our last encounter with the last town where we're in.
You're looking at a fate weaver here, yeah.
Then perhaps you should choose them.
Well, I haven't looked in the mirrors really yet.
Okay.
Now the ceiling just shows me.
You can see the mirrored paths, but none of them have reflections when you look in the ceiling. You could essentially find your way to not walk into any of the walls.
And it seems like the 3 images are with each path. An image is kind of assigned to a path.
Yes. So very clear those paths, those images are along, they're separated into the 3
Okay.
paths.
Okay. I guess I'll take a look into the mirrors.
Okay. So, like, for Garrus, one shows you returning back to your clan with treasures and secrets, the ways of Nebuheim expanding and becoming chief. Another, you see yourself older and alone, walking through woods. And another, you sit in a vast hall that's surrounded by 10 to 15 foot heads of enormous beasts. As the leader of, it seems, a group of warriors.
Mm. It seemed like all of us. It seemed like the first passage was good for all of us, wasn't it?
The what?
The first.
Well, each of you point at the
the
your
good one.
best one.
No, that's the worst one.
What did you see, Nala?
I was doomed to a life of playing with children on swing sets
How is that horrible?
for eternity.
Sounds kind of nice. I don't know. I don't know how to pick the right path.
Well, we've got to choose one, right? So maybe we let fate decide. Like, we throw a 3-sided coin.
Oh, I've got one of those.
You have a 3-sided coin.
Of course. What kind of rogue would not have a 3-sided coin in his bag of tricks?
Fair enough.
We want to roll a 3-sided coin. We can roll a 3-sided coin.
He told
Do it.
he told you. I'm okay with following whatever direction makes you most comfortable. You are the one that seems to have the most luck, whether it's good or bad.
Well, let's take the first passage then.
Hey, one second. Let me test something.
No, of course.
Maple, where would you go?
Oh, good idea.
Thank goodness. How do you want Mabel to figure this out?
I'm not too sure. That's how you would do it.
Does it still smell like rot in here?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
It smells like it's coming from beyond.
So Maple has advantage on anything that relies on smell. So I'll go for it to see if she can pinpoint the
Okay.
odor.
Give me perception.
That would be a 23.
Beautiful.
They all smell the same.
Well, that was my idea. I don't have any more.
All right, Rogue. We'll play your game.
The fates say we take the first passage.
So what I need.
Wait.
What,
Did you actually roll
Yeah.
your? Okay.
okay, so the passage that showed you returning to your clan would be yours.
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
And it was the one that showed. Is it the same? I'll point that one out. Is this the same one that showed you in the library, Azariah?
Is the first path the one that showed me in the library?
Yeah, it would be the one I mentioned first to you, which I think was that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Yeah, that was the one that made me feel good. Yes.
This one made me feel good too.
I'll get used to it, I guess.
Maybe it's just a little time.
Maybe.
You don't know that it's forever. You just got a screenshot.
That's not the first one I told you, was it, Nola?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Do this. Very good. Okay, so
I thought the first one was you being accepted by Giant Kind.
That's what
It
I thought.
was.
That was.
it was.
I-
That's
I
right.
heard
I'm
the
like, I
children
didn't
one
think I did.
first.
It was.
That's
yeah.
why I thought that because
I thought it was the
sounded
children
like
one first,
No,
and
I
then-
think
No, that was the
and
second
then the
one.
giant kind was second.
Ugh.
That's how I heard it.
No, it was Giant Kind, then the kids, then the endless battle.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
For
So
Battle.
Well, I
we're
don't
choosing
care
the
either
first
way.
path.
I'm just playing the game.
We're choosing the first path.
You don't care either way. All right, now let's go down that path. Just kidding.
You got
Okay.
dark vision. Take the lead.
I'm going.
All right.
No, come back. No, I'm just-
So three of you begin to go down. And you also immediately assaulted by this is as if your minds are trying to be overwritten by what you are seeing. So the three of you go ahead and take 24 psychic damage. And I need wisdom saving throws.
You have advantage.
At
on
advantage, yes.
24 psychic though. Yuck. Right.
A 21 for my wisdom save.
Okay, mine was the higher one was an 18.
Nice. Then Azariah?
15.
15. Okay.
And that's what advantage. What kind of booty ass goddamn shit is that?
So I would say, Nala and Garrus, what you're on the path, what do you do?
Look up. I feel my mind being assailed by all these images around me, and I remember that the ceiling gave me a good pathway and didn't show all these crazy reflections. So I get everybody's attention and I say we have to get past this somehow. Focus on the ceiling. Use the ceiling to guide you. Look up.
Okay, so you look up. Nala, do you follow?
Oh, Nala is bloodied. I think Nala's going to try to use her mental prowess here and to really combat it. And I mean, she'll look up a bit, but she is leading, and she's not trying to lead them into a wall. So she might not be able to look all the way up as she's moving.
What you look up and you see a mirror, so you can guide us by the mirror on the ceiling. Do you
Gotcha.
see what I mean?
Okay.
That's why I said look up. Like you.
Okay.
Look,
I thought we were moving out of that room. All right. So
So we're in the same room.
so-
You were just starting going down these passages of mirror. Okay, so you two begin to do that look up, and that's when you see Azariah does not follow and stays looking at the mirror. And Azariah, you'll go ahead and take another 23 psychic.
Guys, it's rough going for me. Reality's beating my ass.
Yeah, as you are fully more look at this library, reliving these, you feel your brain. I need wisdom save again.
Okay.
Your advantage.
Yeah, this is gonna be 21.
Okay. And then just so Layla, Laura, you kind of see this, and then you see Azariah snap out of it. And
his blood starts coming out of his nose and his ears.
yeah.
Oh, here,
I'll let
let
you
me-
all do what
let
you
me-
want to do.
Let me help you, friend. I'm gonna use third spell, Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So you kind of come up. Are you taking Garrus's advice?
Stay looking at the ceiling.
So Azariah will take 18 more HP.
I like kind of shake out of it. What happened?
There's
Are
a
we
mirror
going?
got you. Yes, look up at the ceiling.
Okay. And I like look up and I like grab a regular healing potion, just down it because I'm not feeling well. I'm like, I feel like my brain hurts.
I'm kind of curious. What would happen if I looked? I didn't look into the mirrors.
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't test fate.
Hmm. Yeah. You can tell me what so now is leading through. Everyone can tell me how they're navigating what they want to do here.
Basically from the get-go, when the different kind of futures were pointed out, Layla's been specifically not looking into the mirrors the whole time because she is very much scared of what she will see in the quote-unquote bad one.
Okay, where is she looking?
For until she hears Garrus say to look at the mirror on the ceiling, she's just been looking at her feet the whole time.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
And then she looks up
Yes.
the ceiling to navigate. Okay,
Yep.
very cool.
And as she's got such good dark vision, she'll be helping to guide those that
Well, Garrett says they're light out.
Oh, all right. Well,
But good enough. All right, so it sounds like everyone's navigating via the ceiling at this point.
Spitting out blood as I walk.
Yep.
Good.
I'll give Nala another first level cure wounds. 9.
All right, and with that, you safely walk and find yourself before the archway. And having looked in the mirror now and where you stand, look in the mirror in the ceiling, you can see written at your feet, actions are the only true fate.
I agree with that.
So then the correct thing would have been to not look into the mirror and just proceed.
I think that's what we did.
Well, that's what the three of you did. I seem to be perfectly fine not looking into any of the mirrors.
That's true. Well,
All right.
do we continue through the archway?
Yep.
Before we continue through any archways, I want to examine it, make sure there's not anything that nefarious, no
Yeah,
like,
and any
words or
traps?
inscriptions of fuck you after you come into this.
Yeah,
Fine, Azariah,
Like
but
step
last-
on the crack, break your mama's back. I'm trying to look for that.
last time you looked at a mirror, you really seemed taken by your reflection.
can give me a perception check there, Azariah.
Yeah. Perception. 18.
Okay. Looking carefully, there doesn't seem to be any type of traps or vicious things ahead, or at least around you.
Do you want me to lead?
Looks like it's safe to go through and just. I think that when we're most mentally assaulted, that's when the Nagpa is going to take advantage of us.
Good. Walking forward?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's against it, I would like to take charge.
Yeah, take the lead.
Yeah, just
come up
Yeah.
next to me. I'm still in the front with you because of
And me.
melee security.
While we're
But you
Like
can
in case of
definitely take
ambush,
the
she just
towards
wants to
the
be
edge
in
of
front.
the
That's all she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
while
Oh.
we're switching like position and I like move a little back, I try to replace one of the many health potions that Garrus got with the smoke bomb that I grabbed, feeling a little buyer's remorse.
There's not the time for this.
Actually,
There's
how about
always time for
You're
shenanigans.
trying to sleight of hand over here?
Yes.
Roll it.
roll it?
13.
You gotta beat a 20 because I have reliable talent.
13. You feel me
Yeah.
grabbing your shit.
Here. You take one.
It just was. It was there. It was looking nice. It was calling my name. It said, Azariah, drink me. And it must be these little mirrors around. They're starting to talk to.
You. Oh, was there something else?
No, I was gonna, and so me being out front, I'm just gonna send Maple on to the rear, just so she can keep watch.
Okay.
Okay, so she's the mech. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, then, Garrus, you lead everyone through. Nala, just an inch behind you.
I'm assisting
Yes, as you
because I'm proficient with that.
come into a lit room with sconces of blue flame, a great banquet hall, long table covered in rotting remnants of warriors came before.
I'm guessing it's stinky as hell in this motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, the rot now assaults you. Their bodies are seated, skeletons slumped over rotting platters, armor rusted, weapons discarded, and you see crows with twisted humanoid faces feast. It looks upon them, but almost like they're eating ethereal echoes of them, tearing at memories or spirit or soul as opposed to flesh. The air here, at first, you see it's rushing wind, but it's thick whispers. I should have listened to the Nagpa. Glory was a lie. We are all forgotten in the end. Eat, feast upon the truth. The strong devour, the weak are devoured.
You share this?
Yeah, this is. Are we all hearing this?
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
are.
okay.
I just want to give Laura here first reaction, just some space, basically.
It seems like the Nagpa is a professional at projecting. No one knows them as who they once were. They just know them as the ancient nuisance.
So what does Laura do?
She's the banquet and not to put them out of the misery, as in kill the birds.
So everyone kind of sees Laura tighten her bow, right? A little bit, maybe.
Yes.
She's thinking about this.
Nala will take your arm just like a little pat. Say, not yet. This place is full of tricks. But I'm not opposed to the plan.
My thought process is these warriors have perished. Should they not at least have the decency to rest in peace?
I think they're creepy as shit, and I think you should shoot them.
Curious. They're eating an echo of themselves? What if, I mean, we change what they're eating?
Like some coffee?
Maybe. Or maybe one of my healing potions.
I'm not too sure that would help. They are dead, you know. I don't think that will help.
How many are there?
There are 5.
Well, if we want to do this, Alora, I mean, we could each prepare on one apiece.
I've got a bow as well. I could shoot one.
Oh, I
Coordinate.
can. No worries. I think I can get them all. How far are they grouped up?
All right.
Yes.
So, just as a, and this was D&D, right? So you don't have any type of surprise here. So if you decide you wish to be aggressive here, we'd roll initiative, and they would be aware of your intent.
Can I peer at these things? You said they have humanoid faces.
Yes.
Do they have our faces?
Good point.
All right. So you got to get a little bit up and close if you wish to do this.
I'm gonna tiptoe closer and peer at these things a little bit closer and really inspect them and see, do I recognize the faces?
Okay. Come in very close here. You see they are a twisted version of all your faces.
As soon as I recognize that it's us, I start backing away quickly and get right back with the group. Something is wrong here.
And in that moment, as you were there, you noticed that at the head of the table, there's a golden goblet that has not been touched. But then you get back to everybody else.
They have our faces, but they're fucked up and they're wrong.
Ooh, hang one sec. So there's five birds, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gross.
And there are various places around there, and they're all on the table. But
You can put the map up.
yeah, I guess I can.
I could send Maple.
Yes. I was also curious what they have on them. Are they carrying our equipment?
Their bodies are crows, so they're just feathered and.
Okay.
Their
Gotcha.
bodies
They're-
are crows, but they have our faces. How big are
Our
they?
faces.
I think they'd all be considered tiny.
Okay, so they're crow
Not on the
size.
map because you have to be able to see them.
Yes, we don't. Tiny figurines can't be seen.
Yeah. No, I just didn't know if they were like human-sized crows. What are we
Right.
dealing with? Yeah.
Oh, Garrus, did you put your name in the goblet?
No, I didn't. But that goblet looks awfully valuable, and I kind of want to go back and get it.
No. Hey, allow me. I can get it.
But I called dibs.
Well, unless you want to go.
Beat you to
face- Is that
Yeah.
so? You want to make a challenge?
Should we? Wait, what are we gonna do here, guys? It looks like these.
I'm thinking about taking the goblet.
I think if you touch it, something's gonna happen.
I think at this point, something's definitely going to happen. We just have to decide if we want to attack or to possibly instigate an attack. That makes sense.
Well, if anything, like I said, I can send Maple. So if anything, they'll focus their attacks on her for the moment.
Should we try and parlay?
I'm gonna sit down at the table.
Ooh.
I'm gonna if Azariah is coming to sit down at the table, I will walk up and come up and sit down next to him. Not gonna leave my bro alone.
Okay.
Who else is sitting down?
And
Gareth.
when I sit down, I get out all of the usual implements to make some coffee, and I start brewing some coffee.
Oh, fine. We got dead people, birds. Yeah, let's make coffee.
Okay. So use your imagination, the water, and you.
I get the because I have separate bags in my big bag, thanks to everyone's contributions to being in the city, and I just start grinding and putting in there, and I use the ones that were Nala's winnings to make this coffee.
He's getting out his mortar and pestle and grinding up the beans. And...
Okay. So you sit there and you make it. The yours kind of hops off the body it's eating and kind of hops, does the crow hop.
Yep, even in death.
And I'll pour some in one of my cups. And the cup I will use for this cup of coffee says sip by sip, spell by spell. It's slate blue. And then I will choose any random mug on the table for this crow-like thing. And then I will pour some in the goblet.
Okay. It looks at it. Looks at you. And is your intent to try to get it to drink it?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check then.
Sure. What is that? +1? All right, bet. Oh, baby. 19 + 1 for a 20.
It kind of comes over and with its twisted face begins to like lick and drink. It has no arms or anything or hands. It just starts to drink out of the coffee.
Gareth throws up in his mouth a little bit.
Just a little? Me too.
Hello? Is anybody here?
I want to try something now that we've seen that happen. I would like to take out my harp and play a song that I've been working on to see if it has any effect on the Nala-looking bird.
Okay. As you play, you see the one yours on a shelf takes a look at you, and you seem to have its attention.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can communicate with it. And I'm going to use a lyric to say something like, "You can dance if you want to. Can leave the undead behind. Does it do anything?
Give me a performance check.
All right.
Oh, no.
My ability to get some advantage on
Mhm.
this. Okay.
If it helps, I started dancing.
All right. Let's see what happens. Performance. Okay. 30.
Woo!
Okay. Very nice. It starts to wiggle its wings and move around with its feet. Dance. And then it kind of flies over, lands on your head, and begins dancing on your head.
Oh, cute. Can you show us where Nagpa is?
Say with that,
Great. I'm having another weird ass.
it flaps, swings, and there's a doorway on the other side here, and it starts to just sort of dance around on top of the archway.
Cool.
As it flies, it kind of grabs a piece of one of the fallen warriors below, kind of grabs a piece of the soul as you hear otherworldly shrieks of pain, and it chomps on it before it lands on the other door.
I'll leave it there for now in case somebody else wants to do something.
Yeah. So anybody else would like to do?
What's Nala doing? Or not Nala, what's Layla doing?
She's probably just observing everything at the moment.
Yeah, considering yours has mandibles.
Yeah. So this is going to be new for Garrus, as you actually don't see a Layla. You just see a bug person sitting there, or one with a bug face. But there's not one with the Layla face.
Garrus would probably pick up on this with his passive perception, what it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Layla has not necessarily gone to it yet. She's kind of still just been back there, but no, she's just waiting for more stuff to happen. I will say that the one with the bug face is probably eating very messily, whatever it is eating.
Oh, it's raining.
What would y'all like to do? Yes. Laura or anyone else?
She's just watching.
Well, ugly bird dudes, I hope you enjoy your meal. I think we're going to go now. Do they respond? Do they do anything? Do they talk back?
Their eyes follow you, and they keep feasting on the remnants of various people who have died in this place. And souls.
After he says that, and there's like no peaking of interest, I declare, I know of a place that used to be a dimension of worship used by the Raven Queen. I wonder what someone could use with such knowledge.
Are these ravens or crows?
No, I'm just because I know that the Nagpa was cursed by the Raven Queen, but we have access to a place that was used at once to be like a place of worship, like kind of pocket dimension by the Raven Queen.
He's just poking the bear, in other words.
Yeah.
You say this, and they don't seem to have a reaction. And they kind of look and continue.
I take my cup and I put down a coin for a tip. I'll put down like 2 coppers. Thanks for the hospitality. I know you all might need it better than I.
Is anybody going to stop Garrus from taking this golden goblet?
I was about to say, because she was about to take it.
Yeah,
as well.
or is Alora? I mean, as we're sitting here bullshitting with the crows, Alora could totally be walking up and just grab it.
I
Call if you're not gonna get it first, I'm totally gonna. As I stand up, I'm gonna go over and grab it.
Okay, yeah. Like, Or at least she's not gonna grab it. Maple's gonna grab it. Go on,
Okay.
Maple, grab it.
So you send the wolf to grab it,
Yes.
and is Garrus trying to grab it or letting her grab it?
No, I'll let them grab it.
I'm not. I probably am not paying attention at this
So
point.
getting to
and
the
I-
goblet, you notice here that it is filled with a dark liquid. So,
that besides the coffee I just put in.
well, you said a drink, not the goblet. Assuming you wasn't putting it in the goblet.
Oh! No, I put it in a mug and
right.
I put it in the goblet.
Oh, I didn't hear the goblet part. I would have mentioned this quicker. But there's a dark liquid. So we'll say not the goblet. So you take it and letting the liquid spill?
No.
Okay.
Maple would be careful. At least
My
she'll try to
brain
be.
and trying to figure out how a wolf would do this is not working.
It would be
Just
like grabbing him by the
Head
side of
is
like
turned
13.
sideways.
Yeah, grabbing by the
It just-
side.
Like, you never seen a wolf drink out of a metal straw? What is this? Come on, now.
I think it's gonna spill.
Yeah, I mean, give me a sleight of hand for the mouth of the wolf. Fairly high DC.
Let me see. That's a dexterity one. Well, Maple has a +2 to that, so we'll see how it goes. That's a natural 20, baby.
I'm done with this bullshit.
Maple.
I want this to be described.
So
What does Maple do?
So, the way it's looking is it's looking like it's like the way she's moving, because she has it at the teeth, like at the malls of her teeth. She's trying very, very hard to balance it out while she's moving back towards me. And at some points, it looks like it's gonna spill, but then Maple will just shift her head to the correct way just to keep it in place.
Nah, you sure she doesn't just grab it and put her pinky out?
okay, so is she handing it to you, or is she continuing to carry it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you take it from her?
Don't give it
Let's
up,
leave the
Maple.
room. No, let's leave the room. Maple grabbed it and succeeded with it. She can keep it.
I like grab a napkin, like one of the napkins maybe that are on the table, and I will carefully lift it from the wolf's mouth.
Can you roll for that?
Yeah, I mean, if
And handling?
flour allows it, I would assume. So if you're not going to allow it, do you still try to take it from the mouth?
Do you? I like. I switch. I'm like I don't have much. Like I have a hella bread in my pocket, but I don't have a lot of beef jerky. So I like regretfully and hesitantly pick out some dried beef from my pack and try to exchange it with the wolf.
Well, so I guess it goes on this. So, Laura, you desire your wolf to keep it. Is that what
Yes.
I'm understanding? Okay, so I think we would do that because like we're getting a little into player agency. Like the desire is for the wolf, unless unless Azariah wants to talk. I think to Elora,
Well, the
and have a
fact.
conversation.
Well, I'm assuming the fact that he got the beef jerky, you're trying to just sway from Maple.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Well, if you want, you can roll with advantage.
I mean, sure. I mean, I'll try. My animal handling ain't great, but I'll do it.
Well, you got to be a 16.
Oh shoot! I think I rolled a 17, so that's my first roll.
Oh no, hang on. I'm sorry. That was my animal handling. No, let me.
So it would be 17 plus what's my animal handler? 2. So
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. So it would be an intelligence because she's trying to determine whether or not she lets go of it. Okay, well, no matter what you do, you succeed. She rolled a 3, and she has a -3 to her modifier, so it's a 0. So no matter what you do, you'll succeed. So we'll just say that you gave her the piece of jerky, and she
Okay.
let go of it.
Besides the clear cafe that I had put a little bit in here,
Sure.
and I'm guessing like I saw maybe when I went over there, was it full? If I went over there, and the goblet was full, obviously I don't think I would put more.
Yeah, it was full. So I
Okay.
didn't hear you say the goblet.
No, it's fine. So I want to bring it to my nose and sniff it.
Okay. There's a pungent fermented smell, very similar to wine. But actually, make an Arcana check.
Yeah, for sure. 19.
You can sense deep magic within it, and the mixture of potent blood to create this as well.
Someone took quite some time in planning to put this in here.
And I would say with a 19, there's a sense you think it's being formed like from the pain of the spirits themselves into this potent liquid.
Are you gonna drink it?
I don't think I'm going to drink it. It's gaining power from the souls who have lost hope here. Layla, do you know a way to help people pass? I think that if these people here can find peace, we might have an easier journey.
I can try, but that's not really. I'm more for people's as they are passing out, not passing on.
Well, I think that a lot of us may have seen rituals and funerals of people passing before. We had to do some when we were heads of Skullfeld. Maybe we should try to do some type of ritual here that would ease the passing of those that were trapped.
Perhaps. Ooh, hey, ceremonies ritual. Is that what you were talking about?
Well, it could be whatever. It could be an
Yeah,
actual magic spell or the just act of the intention, right? Isn't magic intention? That's what they say nowadays. Whether it's ceremony or things like that, I'm also like trying to like create a setting. I don't like I have like like little candles that I would use to help me read at night. So I would take some of those candles and put them out all nicely, or any candles that are still at the dinner table, and try to create a a bowl maybe that has things that are I'll take some. I don't really drink tea, but I know that Nala likes tea, so maybe I'll put some fruit herbs or essences in there, and like different things to like create a ritual, or things that I've seen in the past of us being the heads of a town with different people with different beliefs, to maybe cultivate an area and sense of passing for these people.
Nala is watching Garrus.
What is Garrus doing?
Garrus is staring at the golden goblet and wondering what the hell's in it.
Nala's not judging because she's like, if I were still a child, I'd be doing the same thing. I want to watch.
I like make sure it smells like shit and blood in this cup.
Yeah, except I got dwarven blood in me, in me, and most things don't even phase me. I kind of want to drink it.
I'm not worried about you getting poisoned, Garrus. I'm worried about you turning into a hippopotamus.
That's true. That's a hippopotamus.
I mean, we're all immune to poison right now.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, what happens if you pour out the foul liquid in the cup and just keep the cup?
I assume something
Um,
bad.
Actually, what I'm gonna do.
Just I want to make sure, Layla, were you trying to talk?
I guess I would do a ritual of ceremony for funeral rites for one of them, I guess.
Trying to do. Okay.
It would take an hour to do this, or I could do where's the other one that I thought? Gentle repose. Which one do we think would be better? Repose is a lot quicker.
Gentle
assume-
repose.
Yeah.
Alright,
They are
let's-
screaming in agony after all.
Alright, I'll go with that. Touch corpse or other remains for the duration, which is 10 days. Target is protected from decay and can't become undead. Also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence of the spell don't count against the time limit of spells such as raise dead.
Okay.
But so yeah, I'll take 10 minutes to try doing that and see what happens on just one of them.
Okay. As you do that, you're concentrating your magic, and well, yeah, generate pose is an action, right? But you're using this ritual. That's why
Action, and then I'm ritual casting it, so it's 1 action plus 10 minutes.
Perfect. You find the magic sphere being blocked, and you feel the energy you're trying to manipulate. Like for a moment, your eyes begin picking up the flow of energy from these beings coming into from those corpses into these crow things that are feasting on these multiple corpses around. And from these crows, it seems to flow into the goblet.
So the goblet took the magic?
It's more like you're going. You feel like you're not granting rest. You're not giving rest to these souls, and it feels like the magics that are at work here is that the goblet itself is something about the goblet is making this like kind of torturous situation. It is the crows are eating to feed the goblet.
Let's kill it.
Layla, are you able to dispel anything on this goblet?
I can try. Do you want me to?
I think it wouldn't hurt to try. Unfortunately, I can't do it, but I'm sure that I'll try to save your ass as much as I can when we finally meet this Nagpa.
So as a reminder, dispel magic on an item usually makes it not operational for a certain period of time. Doesn't destroy the full item.
No. So any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, the target makes an ability check using your spell casting ability. On a successful check, spell ends.
Right. If it's a spell, say if it's a magic item,
yeah,
it at most would put it down. It wouldn't take away.
Yeah. So yeah, the full phrasing is choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell on the target ends. So it's specifically saying the spell.
Right.
Well, I could try. Let's see.
Well, didn't you say that you couldn't use magic, Layla, here? Well,
It's kind of it just didn't work as I intended. In fact, it didn't work at all. Not that I can't use it, it's just didn't work.
Well, you're the expert on this part, Layla. Whatever you think is best.
So if you want, I can try doing the dispel magic, but
I would say your guess is that you might be able to use ceremony to purify and possibly destroy the goblet. Since you had used the generate post here.
That could be quite beneficial. We don't know what kind of power that the Nagpa can get from this source.
Follow your instinct, Layla.
my first instinct was the ceremony. So
For sure.
No, it will take an hour.
Are these
I can go
bird
read.
things gonna leave us alone for an hour while you do this?
That's the question.
Hey, if they feel some type of way, I I'll throw some breadcrumbs out there, keep them occupied, whatever.
I mean, I'll sit in the floor here if I can rest a bit while you're casting it. I could use it.
So
So Layla would like to do ceremony,
if everybody else is okay with it, yeah.
right? So my question here is everyone else good with? Sounds like ceremony / potential short rest.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
So an hour and 10 minutes technically.
Nice.
Indeed. Then ceremony goes forth, and on 10 minutes is perfect. So everyone may take, except Layla, the short rest.
Okay.
And the last 10 minutes is when the... Well, actually, Layla, fairly quickly, describe how you perform the ceremony on this cup. Here's the visual. Hear me, Ryan?
Oh, sorry, had my mic up.
Yeah.
I would find a empty area, either of table or even just on the floor, and start inscribing various constellations around it, because it is specifically on the goblet that we need to do this on, and kind of just pouring some of my magical energy into them as I finish them, and as they kind of light up and do their thing.
Okay. Constellations and stars move about, and now they begin to vibrate. The cup vibrates as it begins to crack. At this, the crows with your faces start to get agitated, and they kind of begin to retch, and almost like they're regurgitating. And look towards Layla with hatred in their eyes. And here, I'd like to know, this is essentially skill challenge, so it wouldn't be like attacks or anything. What do you all want to do to help this ritual succeed?
Nala will play her harp.
Laura will ready her conjure barrage in that moment. So
when we do the skill check, the idea, like if you want to try, if you're trying to intimidate, that could be something. But you're trying to do something more that's influencing the scene. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. No, and then in that case, Alora will try to use her animal handling to calm them down.
I love it. There you go. There. So to start out here, we'll get to the other two, but Nala, give me performance, and then we get my animal handling from.
Okay. I'm using my advantage roll.
That is a 19.
Yes.
29.
Very good. And then Garrison Azariah.
Go ahead, Garrus. Tell me what you're gonna do. I'll go off of that.
I am going. I am going to try and carefully start moving some of these corpses into a more gentle position, just trying not to provoke. I'm trying to arrange things a little more so that they're less splayed and less just sprawled everywhere. Try to tidy up a little bit, but try to do it surreptitiously so that I'm not making much notice. I'm thinking sleight of hand.
Yeah, I think I'll do sleight of hand because probably the same as stealth anyway. So
My
go ahead,
stealth
sleight of hand.
my stealth is way better than sleight of hand, but
Yeah.
I'll take sleight of hand.
All right.
Because stealth, I'm not going to roll below 22. Nat 20 for 28.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. So the things don't notice as you're essentially sounds like you're putting them into like resting positions.
Yes, exactly.
So the flow moves like respectful, holy positions. And then Azariah.
Yeah, I'm looking to keep them distracted, tapping into my natural sense to sacrifice my lifeblood to empower my spells. I start to use use one of my sharp rings, and I prick the meat of my hand, and I press into the mug that had the coffee in it, and I start pressing my blood, trying to get them to distract them from the ritual that she is doing to present new blood on the table.
I love it. Give me a knock. Yeah.
I was just going to say, for flavor, Nala is playing the theme from Poltergeist. It's a calming mood.
Love it.
Go
ahead,
to Arcana?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. That would be 21. Or 22, sorry.
All right. So playing here, the blood distracting, the body's put in this place where the power rolls through it, and the offering of like treats and using your senses to appear to the more bestial nature of these strange creatures from Alora. The flow moves. You see energy rippling, and in a moment, the cup begins to empty. And you see the energy, the liquid being transformed into golden energy that's streaming back into the bodies.
Hell yeah.
And seemingly on to wherever their destination should be. For a moment, you see their faces as they mouth thank you. As this goblet shatters, the crows yell in pain. You see lesions occur across their bodies.
Nice.
As they now want to take their revenge upon you. But at the same time, all of you feel this break of this weight you didn't quite know was there. Like an enchantment, a powerful dampener. You seem to have shattered some enchantment the Nagpa had on this entire place. We'll end there for tonight.
We got to check out that bar down there that I just noticed.
There's a bar.
I didn't watch it. Thank you so much.